My number two, get it, number two, poop, is Scoob. Oh my god. Steve has been saying we've been flying through this list, and he's right. It's almost like I've been wanting to get here so I can just beat the ever-living hell out of this movie some more, man. This movie is available on HBO Max, but I recommend you just go on to Steve's list. Just watch his best of thing, because he has so many other better movies to watch on HBO Max that, like, I even forgot to include on my list, like, even for honorable mentions. But man, Scoob, where do I even start with this? Before anybody's just like, Joe, this is a kid's film. Look, I get that, man. You know what else was a kid's film was? Soul.
Soul.
Soul was a
Yeah.
kid's film, and that was a family picture.
Don't lower your standards for kid movies.
Don't you ever do that. Just because it's made for kids. No. Even the new Croods movie is way better than this. Like, as a family movie. Like, there's so much other better stuff that Warner Brothers comes out here, and look, these two have shared their opinion on Hanna-Barbera cartoons and whatnot. I grew up watching Scooby-Doo.
One of us has.
I grew up watching Scooby-Doo a lot of the times. The other Hanna-Barbera stuff, I watched it from time to time on Boomerang and whatnot, but like Scooby-Doo was one of my favorite things growing up. I absolutely loved it. Shaggy and Scooby are like some of my favorite characters. They're very one note, but like they're just a lot of fun. If you write them well, you do it good enough, Scooby and Shaggy, the whole mystery gang, could be a lot of fun to hang out with. Here, they're as bare and as bland as they've ever been in terms of animation, man. Shaggy is just the typical, hey, man, Scoob, we gotta define the mystery, man. And, Scooby...
That's pretty good.
Thank you. I could have been in this movie.
That's good.
Instead of Will Forte. Scooby, who's voiced by Frank Welker, who returns and plays Scooby. He does a good job.
So sad.
But, once again, Scooby is just reduced down to what he typically does. With Shaggy, and the one bad thing about this movie is that it's these two alone for a long period of time. And the thing about the mystery gang is, yes, Shaggy and Scooby are definitely the heart of the gang, but the gang does bounce off each other, believe it or not. I will give an example at the end of this whole rant. But when you separate them, and all Shaggy and Scooby are doing is just making really lame one-liners, but not only that, trying to cross over with the Hanna-Barbera universe. Wait, what? You have Mark Wahlberg voicing the Blue Falcon. Okay, I guess we're gonna bring him in here. We also have Jason Isaacs voicing Dick Dastardly, which I'm surprised they made a dick joke about his name in a kid's film. And it's like, you can get away with that sometimes if you write it cleverly, but here it's just repeating the name Dick. You even have Tracy Morgan show up as Captain Caveman, which was a weird cameo.
Literally, the only reason why he was chosen for that role is because of the scream.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, literally just that, if you really think about it. It's such a weird idea to try and make a universe of the Hanna-Barbera, but then also not only trying to reboot Scooby-Doo, but just crowbar the universe into it as well. Did you guys not see what happened to Universal with The Mummy? Did you guys not understand what happened there? They tried to do that.
No one does.
And it
Freaking no
really
one.
crashed and burned. And you guys had time too, because we had The Invisible Man come out. I'm not saying, and both these movies came out the same year, but The Invisible Man already had news coming out that it's gonna be its own thing. It's gonna be a smaller budget. It's gonna be not even connecting to any universe whatsoever. Blumhouse is just doing their own thing. What the hell were you guys thinking when it came time to actually doing a universe with who the hell thinks that? You do that later on when it makes sense, because I get the idea. Scooby-Doo, the cartoon, had plenty of crossovers with other shows or with even real-life figures out there. They do it today with the animated movies as well. I get it, but you can't do this off the bat right away. Come on, man. And the worst part is, this is a mystery movie.
No, it's not.
Hold on. This is supposed to be a mystery movie. My mistake. James Gunn, at the very end of the day, he at least, when he wrote the Scooby-Doo movie, did he direct it as well? I forgot. The first one.
Which one? I'm sorry. From the early 2000s?
Yeah.
No, my boy Raja Gosnell direct them.
That's
Get
what
it
I
right.
thought. I keep pointing. Should be pointing this way because that's where Steve's actually at. He directed it and James Gunn wrote it. At least they knew at the very end of the day, this has to be a mystery. This movie is only a mystery for the best part of the movie, and that is when they are young kids and when Shaggy and Scooby first meet. It is the only good part about this movie, and guess what? You can find the first 5 minutes of this movie online thanks to IGN and all these other things because they use that to promote the movie. It's a very heartwarming opening. It's very like cute, adorable. And honestly, if they just wanted to make the first movie a pup named Scooby-Doo and then have the sequel be like them when they're older and then start doing the universe, that might have actually shown some
That's
promise.
how you build a world.
Yeah, that's how you build a world. You know, me and Dom have talked about this several times when it came to writing a Scooby-Doo movie. But after that, it is not a mystery movie anymore. It is. Dom went on with his Mulan rant. While I don't agree with him on like Mulan, like, you know, like being like that bad, I see his points though. I do agree with him on this. It did become a superhero movie at the end of the day, and Scoob did the exact same stupid mistake. It becomes the giant CGI battle at the end with superheroes facing a supervillain, and it's just like, what the hell am I watching? This isn't Scooby-Doo anymore. This is just something else. You guys tried to make another universe with your properties because, I don't know, I guess you're jumping off the ship of the DC universe and letting them do their own thing, so you're like, well, screw it, let's try it with kids.
Oh my god, I just realized it's Warner Brothers again.
They did like, hey man, we'll get the Joker-esque like Hanna-Barbera movie. I don't know, maybe it'll be like the Captain Caveman solo movie.
Oh my god, they're so bad at this.
But okay, the last point I'll make, because I don't want to take up too much time. Ignore the weird Photoshop in the bottom left-hand corner, but this is the best image I can find. I talked about how if you have the gang together, they can bounce off each other really well, and you can find this show still on Netflix. Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated is the best that Scooby-Doo has ever been. It's actual mystery. There's actually really good writing, and there's actually character development in this. The gang actually has like actual character to them. They're not just cutouts. Velma and Daphne like are not just, you know, there to be women. Like they actually do have relationships with Fred or Shaggy. Shaggy and Scooby actually have like changes throughout their relationship as like an owner to their dog. It's actually like it's amazing for a kids show like that is on Cartoon Network. They did a phenomenal job for just 2 seasons. And there's also a really cool just from time to time you get a cool cameo from Lewis Black. I won't spoil.
What is that thing in the bottom left? I'm so sorry.
It's one of the monsters they fight, but it just seems so out of place.
Yeah. Whatever.
But Lewis Black makes a cool cameo throughout a lot of episodes. I won't spoil what his character is, but I beg of you, if you're like, I gotta check out how bad Scoob is based on Joe's rant, and I'm sure soon to be Dom's. Don't just go watch Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. It's way better and much better use of your time.